And welcome back to Electric Bike Mark. On this video, I want to talk about a new law that's passing through Illinois. This law has just passed the state Senate and is now moving on to the House of Representatives. And if it passes there, this will go into effect as of January 1st, 2027. So let's talk a little bit about the law and what it's all about, and then we'll go and do a ride and talk a little bit more about this. So the Illinois State Senate unanimously passed Senate Bill 3336 on Wednesday, April 15th, 2026, with a vote of 54-0. The bill, championed by Secretary of State Alexei Giannoulias, I think I'm pronouncing it right, aims to regulate high-speed e-bikes, e-motos, and other micromobility devices that currently operate in a legal gray zone. The legislation establishes statewide consistency to replace the current patchwork of local ordinances. Riders of e-bikes, e-motos, and other devices capable of exceeding 28 miles per hour will be subject to requirements similar to motor vehicles. You will need a valid driver's license, as well as show owner, you have to show the title and proof of insurance for your bike. All high-speed devices must be registered with the state. These devices are prohibited from traveling over 28 miles per hour on roads, bike lanes, paths, and sidewalks. The state will maintain its current three-class structure, but introduces new age restrictions. Riders must be at least 15 years old for Class 1 and Class 2 e-bikes. Riders must be at least 16 years old for Class 3 e-bikes, and all high-speed micromobility devices, scooters, skateboards, and unicycles. That's for all of those. So currently, the bill will now move to the Illinois House of Representatives for consideration. If signed by Governor J.B. Pritzker, the law is scheduled to take effect on January 1st of 2027. Devices purchased before the effective date would be exempt from the title requirement, but must still be registered. Alongside the legislation, the Secretary of State's office is launching the Ride Safe, Ride Smart, Ride Ready campaign. This initiative will provide outreach for parents, riders, and retailers, and it goes on to talk more about that. But I think the gist of it you've already gotten there. So let's hop on and talk a little bit more about this. And do you think this is going to spread beyond Illinois? Okay, so what this bill does basically is aligns the whole state. Rather than having local ordinances, one community having one law and somebody else in the next community over has a different one, it gets a little bit confusing and all. I do like the fact that they're tying it all together statewide. So it's affecting the whole state of Illinois. So I do like that. It makes it uniform, easier to understand for everybody living in the state of Illinois. A few things I didn't know. One of them is I did not know that they didn't have a minimum age for riding an e-bike. You could be any age. I did not know that. And now they have it strictly 15 or over to ride a Class 1 or Class 2, and 16 to ride Class 3. If they would have put their signal, I could have seen that they were turning. They didn't. Oh well. So, but the other one that I did not know is I didn't know they had no restrictions on sidewalks, because it talked about not being able to go 28 miles per hour, unless I'm missing something here. Who's riding on a sidewalk 28 miles per hour, or who was? I guess you could technically say still is, because until January 1st, should this pass, and I think it's going to pass. I mean, it passed through the Senate 54-0. Talk about a landslide. You know, and I'm sure it's going to pass the House of Reps and become law. So it doesn't really change a whole lot of things, in my opinion. It does restrict the ages, which I think is a good thing, because I did not know, like I say, that you could be under 15. I should mention too that I'm riding the King Bull Ranger right now, and I am just throttling the bike. And you know, in that law, it didn't change anything with regard to the class levels, right? So not a lot, like I say, not a lot is changing. I mean, it's effectively trying to phase out the gray area of allowing or having faster bikes on the road. I got to get on the road here for a minute to pass this person. So yeah, it kind of puts everything in uniform now for the state of Illinois, but it's basically going to eliminate the faster bikes, or they're trying to. So we'll see if any other states piggyback off of that. You know, that actually is not that bad. I like that, what Illinois is doing, much more than I do like what Florida's doing. I mean, Florida is just putting the clamps on e-bikes as a whole. Illinois is just trying to weed out the fast e-bikes and the younger riders. I'm kind of okay with that. But I don't like, I'm not a huge fan of class levels, but I don't want them eliminated where they take away everything. You know, I say put a speed limit there and make that the flat limit. Now that guy ahead of me is riding looks like a 10-speed, and he's riding in between the bike lane and the shoulder, and I don't know, this is where the bike lane is supposed to be, but so let me know your thoughts on what you think of that. And if you're not in Illinois now, first of all, let me know if you are in Illinois, in the state of Illinois, if you like this law that's going to bring the state into a uniform situation where, you know, the law is right across the whole state. I think it's a good thing. And then let me know, if you're not in the state of Illinois, how do you feel about this becoming law in your state? Because it doesn't really change e-bikes, right? If you're still riding a class 1, class 2, or class 3, it's just basically getting rid of the ones that go above 28. Not getting rid of them, but forcing you to have like a license and registration and all that. Once you start getting into registration and licenses and insurance, then I think you're taking the fun out of what's supposed to be a bicycle. You know, I know it does have a motor for assistance, but there's a good number of people out there that are riding an e-bike now because, you know, they're physically unable to ride maybe a traditional bike, and this allows them, with the assistance, to be able to do it. And I don't think when people are going out there to buy an electric bike, I really don't think they're thinking about licenses and insurance and, you know, all that, and registration. I think they're thinking of just, you know, hey, I want to go out and buy and ride a bike just like everybody else is doing, with the assistance of the motor to help me. So right now we're on a sketchy road right here. It's no bike lane, but bikes are permitted on this road. It's a little bit breezy out here. I'm out here in the morning because it's going to be a hot day today, 90 or more. So I want to get out here ahead of that. I like summertime. I like to have, it's not summer yet, but with these temperatures it is kind of summer. And I just like to get out ahead of the real warm weather. So I love riding in the mornings, you know. But definitely let me know your thoughts on this. I believe you can't see the speedometer, I don't think, but I think it's for some reason switched over to kilometers, because it was saying just a bit ago I was going 41, and I certainly wasn't going 41. In fact, this bike will not go to those kind of speeds anyway. So, like right now it says we're doing 32. Well, 32 kilometers is 20 miles an hour. So I suspect that we're in kilometers right now. And I don't know what changed it, because I didn't change the setting. And I don't feel like changing it right at the moment. So this new law for Illinois is not going to be the only one. We're going to hear more. 2027 is going to be a big year. We're in a transition period right now. You know, things are transitioning in the electric bike world, and so we're kind of in transition right now. I think it's you get a few states doing their thing with changing the laws, and then other states are getting a feel for that, I think, and seeing if they think that would work in their state. I'd like to see a federal law that goes right across the board for every state, so it's universal for everybody, and put an end to the confusion. You know, like personally, I'd like to see the speed limit. You know, let's make e-bikes allowed to go up to 28, okay? That's a class 3. And it's up to you, the rider, to control your bike, because you have the authority with the throttle. The bike isn't controlling you, you're controlling the bike. So you control it up to 28. If you go beyond 28, then you should get, you know, an appropriate action toward you if you go beyond 28. But I'm saying 28. But in a lot of instances, you might be on a road that max speed is 25, or max speed could be 20. On a bike trail, it's going to be 15 or 12 or 10. I've seen all three of those speeds before. And so you are responsible for your actions, basically. Let me know your thoughts anyway on this, and we'll keep an eye on the laws as they evolve here. So I'm going to show you the bike one more time. So there's a look at it. So that's going to do it for this video here on Electric Bike Mark. Hopefully you enjoyed that ride and getting up to date on the laws. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to leave a comment on this or any other videos that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe, everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.